91-91 with 6 minutes left, and Austin hits 4 3-pointers. Can you describe what the feeling was like on the court when Austin got it going and he went off like that?
Well, yeah, I mean, he hit one big one in from the slot area, from the I said yes, 45 degrees from the left side, and then hit another one from the corner. I think those two was really, really big ones because it was the end of the shot clock, and he took a good shot, so that's what he's doing. So that was a big part of how his performance was probably the one who decides who's going to win the game. So he won us the game today. So he had a really good night.
Brandon Cristal, KOA.
How big was it to regain home court advantage, to come into a hostile environment and get this win and reshift it back to Denver?
I mean, to be honest, we lost the first game at home, so we won. So I don't know, is it that big difference? We're gonna have a little bit more fans, so maybe we're gonna have an advantage at home. Not maybe, for sure. But basketball, especially this series, I think it's home court advantage didn't show up like it's a big advantage. So because we lost one, they lost one, so we just need to continue to play like this, and we can have hopes that we're going to win the next game.
Christos Soltes, DNA Greece.
Hey Nikola, hope you're doing well. I would like to ask you, what did you see from Austin Rivers tonight, and how important part of your win was both Austin and Facundo Campazzo?
To be honest, Facu was amazing. I think he's that guy who is a winner. People are saying that he's flopping and doing all that. No, he's just playing hard. People get frustrated by him. So he's just using your attention, your aggression, your maybe lack of focus. He doesn't be there all game because everybody in the league flops. So, but he's doing something more. He's a warrior and he's a winner. He knows how to win a game. I think in one moment he led us in the rebounding. So his performance was amazing. And Austin, like what we just said, he shot the ball. I think his defense was really good in couple possessions. He had really big stops, and he played really smart. I think in the fourth quarter.
Katie Wingy, Altitude Sports.
Hey Nikola, when Nurk fouled out, were you surprised that they didn't bring Cantor in, and what were you thinking with the small lineup that they finished with?
To be honest, that's their problem. I really don't know what to do. We have a lot of problems, not problems, like a lot of stuff that we can be better as Denver Nuggets. So I don't want to think about Portland.
Vinny Benedetto, Denver Gazette.
Hey, Nikola, Portland's going to come into game 4 desperate, hungry, whatever word you want to use. Does that change how you prepare going into the game?
No. They came out today really well, really aggressive, but we answered it back and we won the first quarter. Yeah, first quarter. And our defense, I think, was really good and until the last quarter when they scored a little bit more. But I think our defense first 3 quarters, even when they made that big run in the first quarter, not big run, like a bigger run in the first quarter, I think we hold down, like we were good. We didn't panic.
Leonardo Torres.
Hey Nikola, it's Leonardo Torres from Peru. Congrats on the win. Nikola, what are the parts from pick and roll execution you had with now?
First of all, he's a European player, so he knows how to play with anybody on the floor, and he's the one who is sharing the ball, who is playing the team basketball. So it's easy to play with that type of guy.
Mike Singer, Denver.
Nikola, you guys are winning with Austin, with Facu, who's a rookie, with Shaq Harrison, with Marcus Howard. How much pride do you think those guys take in being underdogs, kind of like yourself, and not necessarily, having a ton of experience, but it doesn't seem to matter?
I mean, in this moment, we just fight. Those guys are stepping up big time. They're just gonna go out there and fight. They're gonna use 6 fouls. They're gonna be aggressive. They're gonna maybe learn on the hard way, tough way. But they're gonna at least they're not gonna back up. So that's a big point. Especially with the Marcus, who didn't play the whole season, and he was with us. Shaq was really good. Shaq is really good. I think Jamaica had made a big in the first quarter 2 threes, and he had a couple of rebounds, and he was he had a really good energy. So
Joel Rush, Forbes.
Hey, Nikola, congratulations. I wanted to ask you about Michael Porter. Tonight, I think he had the highest plus minus and the highest net rating of the team, but it seems like he's not really coming out with dominant scoring performances. But what are you seeing from him that's working well?
Not forcing. I think when you're not forcing it, the game is going to come to you. When you're forcing, then kind of the teammates are mad at you. You see when someone is forcing. So when you're not forcing, the game is going to come to you. And they have a really good defender on him. They have a lot of pressure, a lot of tension, a lot of focus on him, and he needs to learn to play against that. So it's going to be really nice to see him how he's going to develop. I think he's just going to be better and better. But the main thing, he's not focusing. He's not forcing stuff. So I think that's the best thing. He's using himself as a bait, and he's playing. I think he's playing well, just because he doesn't score much. I mean, he scored how much? 15. Yeah. So I think I don't have. He doesn't need to score a lot. He's playing really well.
All right, Nicole, we got time for one more. We're going to end with Mark Kislow of the Denver Post.
You mentioned the fight of your teammates, and we mentioned, whether it's Jamal or Facu or Austin or whoever, you guys find a way to win. Are you as impressed with the fight as your teammates' basketball skills? Shooting and passing is important, but are you just as impressed with the fight that is in that locker room?
I mean, to be honest, that's what we do the last couple of years. We had a lot of comeback games. We had a lot of comeback series in last playoffs. We had a comeback with this season. So, fighting is something that we develop as a Nuggets organization. Since coach came here, that was my first year. So I think that's something, the mindset and the culture you're building. Maybe we're not going to yell, we're not going to scream, but we're going to fight. We're going to get on your nerves, and we're just going to be there, until the last second.
All right, that'll do it. Thank you, Nicola.
Pleasure. Nicolas.